Okay. Hi, my name is Eric Nolan. I'm a master's student at NAU. I've also been living in Flagstaff for 4 years, and I'm sorry? My name is Eric Nolan. I'm a master's student at NAU, and I've been living in Flagstaff for 4 years, and I'm also a registered voter in this area. And actually, David, I lived in one of your properties right up on Franklin, and you and your wife Jen were always good to me, and it was a pleasure doing business with you guys. So, my point here, though, is when we are thinking about this, I'm a big picture guy, and that's like, we can get into the details, but I think oftentimes we can get lost in that. So big picture stuff here. Who benefits from this? Now, again, I'm not, like other people have said, I'm not against growth and development. If it's done responsibly, with community input, then you make sound decisions. You make mature judgments. From what I've been able to see from this whole development issue, especially with these guys that have been here representing their company, my understanding is that they're located in Athens, Georgia, which means they're putting a development in place here where they are going to extract money from this area and then send it outside of Flagstaff. That's an issue I think that we should consider when we think about how it is that we're going to be developing this entire region, because, you know, David, you and your wife have been living here, to my knowledge. So you guys are a part of this when you come in and develop. These guys are not from here. So the other one, a 600-page staff report being released fairly shortly, and I just barely got my hands on it myself. And the level of detail that's in there to properly communicate that to the community would be like years of workshops and true communication to make sure that everybody understands exactly what is contained within that document. Another thing, we're going to be replacing 600 people with about 100. A couple of notes I want to make on that. One is resources. Now, I looked at public documents about our water, and apparently it looks like we can pretty much handle that. However, I would consider that the last drought that we just had this winter, we maybe shouldn't be giving away increased water by increasing that demand. Another thing is also electricity. Right now, we're kind of in this weird area where we're trying to redefine how we're going to generate our electricity. We have coal-fired power plants like the Navajo Generating Station, Chola, and then the nuclear plant down at Palo Verde. And we're in a discussion about distributed generation, and right now there's nothing in this development that I've seen that looks like it's renewable energy. So there's a higher demand on fossil fuels. Dark skies. We have an institution. It's odd. I came out of the bathroom when I saw this old picture of Lowell Observatory. That institution is based upon dark skies. If we're an international dark sky city, I saw nothing in their plans that covers proper shielding to protect those lights. And if we're increasing traffic in terms of cars and then putting up a car structure, you're also talking about adding to light pollution. So for the astronomers and educators up at Lowell Observatory, it inhibits their job. Last thing I want to say is, what exactly are we doing with our economy? Is it serving the needs of the community, or is it the other way around, where our needs are to service an economy that's ultimately defined by people like yourselves in this position and people who want to come in and make changes to that community? So I would just say to keep that in mind as well. Last point I want to make. Like a gentleman pointed out earlier, we have guidelines posted out here on the walls here. 2 questions. Will this improve the livability or quality of the life of the community? I think that's in question. Second one, how does it maintain small town charm? We're not a small town.
Thank you.
Flagstaff was brought into 1881. There were 200 people. We're pushing 70,000 now. I would just consider that we're an emerging metropolis.
Your time is up. Thank you.